Hey guys. Alright, so basically I ran across this YouTube channel. It's called Teammates FTM, and it's about people that are in a relationship with a female to male, and it goes through like every week they make a new video, and like each week is based off of something. Like they have a criteria that they're supposed to talk about for that week, and so yeah. But anyways, it kind of gave me an idea because some of the topics that they're supposed to talk about each week are topics that you don't always hear a trans guy even talk about. So there are some topics that I'm going to be covering just because I think it's important to talk about them, especially from a trans guy's point of view. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing, since I'm not really transitioning right now and I'm not taking hormones anymore because of the cost and everything. So yeah, today I'm going to be talking about friends and family, and about their reactions to me coming out as transgender, and how they treat me and what they have done. So basically, whenever I came out as transgender, my family already knew that I was attracted to women, so that I didn't really have to explain that to them. That was already there, and so they were already used to that idea, but they never really understood what transgender meant, and I think a lot of them still don't. My parents were the first ones that I came out to. I came out to them, I think 3 years ago now, 2 or 3 years ago. They were definitely not expecting it, and they were definitely not happy about it. They still aren't. They aren't accepting of it either. They don't like it at all. I think that's a lot of it is due to they don't quite understand it. They're pretty religious, so I think that has a lot to do with it as well. The rest of my family found out, most of them at least, found out because my mom told them pretty soon after I told my parents, and it was something that I wasn't expecting at all. I had told my parents in confidence, and I didn't think that they would tell anybody, but pretty soon after that, probably less than a couple of days after that, I started getting messages on Facebook from members of my family that I wasn't exactly close to in the first place, but they started asking me why I wanted to change my gender, why I wanted to have a sex change, why am I doing this to my parents, kind of playing the blame game, and trying to make me feel bad for doing what I am doing, and for living my life as myself, finally. So it was pretty hard. I ended up deleting a lot of them off my Facebook. This was mainly on my dad's side of the family. My mom's side of the family, she has a brother, and he's married, and he has 3 kids that are his, and then he has a stepdaughter. So I have 4 cousins on that side, and my cousins have been pretty accepting of it. They really haven't had any problems. Whenever they're around the rest of my family, they do call me by my birth name, and they do refer to me as a female. But they are also really respectful about it, and I could tell that, like, whenever my family, like my parents and my grandparents, call me by my birth name or by female pronouns, they're pretty, they seem like they care, and like it almost hurts them to hear that, because they know that it's not something that I want to hear. So they're pretty accepting of it, and my aunt on that side is also pretty open-minded about things. I don't really talk to my uncle that much. We're not very close at all. My grandparents on my mom's side aren't very accepting at all. They pretty much do the blame game as well. My grandmother is even more religious than my parents are, and if you can picture one of those really old ladies that would beat somebody over the head with a Bible in an attempt to get the word of God into them, that's almost how it is. I mean, she hasn't literally done that, but basically that's what she has done. My grandfather on that side is very opinionated, very anti-gay. He's ex-military. He's very strict and everything. He's called me the F word before, and other stuff like that. So I don't really get along with him at all. My dad's side of the family, the majority of them are not very accepting. I don't talk to them most of the time. My grandparents on his side are getting there. They're at least trying. My grandmother knows that I go by Skylar. I'm not sure if she knows that I'm transgender. At this point, she's kind of old, and my grandfather is not in very good health, so I don't really feel like it's the right time to tell them, or if I even should. But she does know why I don't go to family functions. I've told her, and stuff like that. So she knows what she needs to know, and I haven't explained much more. I do have a few family members on that side that are accepting. Some of my cousins and the people that they are with are pretty accepting of me no matter what. They're pretty open-minded. But then I have an aunt and uncle that are pretty accepting, and my aunt has definitely stood up for me on multiple occasions, not just about me being transgender, but anytime the family has talked bad about me or really anything, she's stood up for me. So she's very understanding, and if she doesn't understand what I'm going through, she definitely tries. Like, she actually signed up for trans coordination, and she has a profile on there just so that she could better understand what I'm going through. So she's pretty awesome like that. And then my parents are still unaccepting. They refuse to call me by Skylar. They call me by my birth name. They refuse to use guy pronouns or anything. I haven't really asked them to. All I've done is ask them to try to call me by Skylar, but they don't even really do that. So yeah, that's pretty much my family life. My friends, the people that I actually still talk to that are my friends, they're all very accepting. I pretty much cut everybody out of my life that wasn't. There were a few people that I was very surprised that would actually accept it. There's a lot of my friends that are religious that I didn't think I would be able to talk to anymore, because I thought that they would be very judgmental and stuff like that. But I have some pretty awesome friends, and they weren't like that at all. So they're awesome like that. But then I also had some friends that I didn't think would have a problem at all. One of them in particular is in the gay community, and he actually refused to call me by Skylar. He told me that he's not going to support me transitioning, and so I cut him out of my life. That's pretty much how I've been with my friends in particular, but also a lot of my family members, especially since we weren't very close in the first place. I pretty much cut them out of my life completely. I might end up having to do that with my parents, as much as that sucks, just because, you know, once I actually change my name legally, and once I look and can grow facial hair, and I can, I do sound like a guy, I'm not going to put up with as much from them. If they can't even try to meet me even a little less than halfway, I mean, because I've beyond gone halfway for them. I've gone further than that, and they won't even like meet me anywhere. It's like either it's my way or the highway, and that's pretty much how it is for them. So I might end up cutting them out of my life, but hopefully they start changing. I think they're finally starting to realize that that they're starting to lose me as a kid. My mom has gotten a lot friendlier with me. We've never been very close, and she hardly ever tells me that she loves me, but this year alone she's told me at least 8 times already, and that's like a big thing for her. Like, I can honestly not even think of 8 times in my lifetime before this year that I have heard her, or that I can recall her telling me that she loves me. So that's definitely a big thing. I think she's starting to realize that if she doesn't change, then she's not going to be in my life anymore. But that's pretty much it as far as like how my friends and family have acted. I have some really awesome friends, and I have a very, very good support system set up of people that care about me and respect me and accept me for who I am, no matter if I was purple, or if I had no hair, if I had cancer, or God knows what else. It would just be me, and that's what they would care about. They love me unconditionally. So that's really it. For you guys out there that are having trouble with your family and friends, just be yourself. You know, if people can't accept that, then that's their problem and not yours. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you soon, hopefully. Peace out.